What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Hoser Garage. Today we're gonna finish up the alarm install and the actuator install. We just got some wiring up to do. Hopefully it'll work at the end, but we'll run you through any diagnostic we have to do if we f something up.
So if you haven't seen our last video, you should definitely check it out because it'll go into more detail. But we installed some actuators to lock and unlock the doors on both sides, and we ran the wires through the cab, and we're going to be running the wires through a little grommet here today and setting up everything under the hood. So we've cut a hole in that grommet, which is right at the driver's feet, and it comes out. And we've just ran our wires up here and out of the way for now. We've decided that that's a great spot to run our wires through the firewall because it gives us lots of room over here. Now we're deciding where we're putting our relays. It looks like there's lots of room right along the inner fender, as Cam is showing you right now. So we're gonna get those, I guess, attached, installed, and start figuring out which wire connects where.
Okay, so as you can see, we shoved two self-tappers through there just to mount these, and they're pretty solid, nice spot. Next thing we did was we just had to use the wiring diagram for our relays here. Your relays might be colored differently, so we're going to try and use the relay numbers. So basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to run the positive from both actuators into your first relay, and that's going to go to relay number or pin number 30 for both of them. So that's what we did here. We just branched them both into there. And then for the other one, for the unlock, you're going to do the same thing, but for the other relay, wire them both into the pin 30 on your other relay. So one's going to do unlock and one's going to do lock.
So we didn't end up explaining the rest of this in the video, so I'm doing a recording here to help explain it after the fact while I'm editing. So we've just put in the positive lock wire and positive unlock wire from our actuators into the 30 pins of our relays. Next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to provide power to the relays. You're going to want to provide power to the 87 pin on both relays, and then the 85 pin on your first relay, and the 86 pin on your second relay. So it's going to be branching out 4 times to power 4 different pins on the 2 different actuators, or sorry, 2 different relays. Next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to ground out the relays. That's simple enough. You can just run the wires from the 87A pin on both relays just to a chassis ground. You can choose whatever you like. If there's one that already exists, you can use that, or you can do a self-tapper, which is what most people do. Just make sure you clean up a little bit of the paint around it so it gets a good ground, and then just run the self-tapper right through there, and it'll ground out perfectly for you. The last thing you want to do is run your signal wires from the Viper system or whatever system you're using. So you're going to want to put your negative lock, positive unlock output to the relay that you put your positive lock wires on from your actuators. So that was our first relay. So that's going to go to the 86 pin of the first relay, and then you're going to want to put the negative unlock, positive lock output onto the 85 pin of your second relay. So that's the one that you put the positive unlock wire from your actuators to. After that, you're just going to want to connect up the rest of your Viper alarm system. The instructions were pretty good on this. You just have to find your door switch wire, tee it into those. We'll show you how to set up the ignition wires and everything in the next clip here, but stay tuned in the video here.
So here we have on the battery side, we've got the fuse going to the relay, and you're always going to want to have it fused just in case something happens. You want this to blow before your relay blows. And then also we've got the power to the actual unit here. It's already fused at the unit, so we didn't have to worry about putting a fuse on this one. So that just runs all the way up the front, in front of the radiator here, and up behind the washer slash coolant reservoir bottle, and then goes directly to our relays. I've just bunched up all of the wires so that they're up and out of the way. Okay, so the next thing that we had to do was we had to figure out where we were going to put this ignition relay. What this relay does is, if the alarm system is not armed, then you're going to be allowed to start the car. If it is armed, the car will not start. What we had to do is we had to tee it into the ignition 12 volt. So that's it teed in right there. And then we had to put it in series with the starter wire. So when you get it, there's going to be a green wire coming out of the relay. You put that to the switch, and then the black wire goes down towards the actual starter. Okay, and here is where we decided to mount the actual unit itself. It's kind of a rat's nest of wires right now. I'm going to eventually clean this up, but this was just to get it working and get it set up. So everything just runs underneath the carpet, and then you'll see it going up into the firewall grommet right there, and then in behind this kick panel as well. Okay, here's the moment of truth to see if it works. Oh, yeah, bud. She's working. Now, I will say that we originally had it working, but the signal wires were swapped. So it was going lock when we were supposed to unlock and unlock when we were supposed to lock. So that was just an easy fix. We just swapped the two signal wires around, and it worked perfectly, as you saw.
All right, you hosers, there we have it. The Ford Ranger. What did we do?
The Ford Ranger now has electric locks and an alarm system.
Should we try that again? All right, you hosers, there we have it. The Ford Ranger here now has electric locks and an alarm system.
If you liked what you saw, like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends. But for now, peace out, hosers.